What's up guys, welcome to another video on my channel. Now today I have a haul of DC books, miscellaneous, like there's some Batmans, just most of this bulk is Batman and the rest is just sort of miscellaneous. But yeah, let's see what books I've picked up. Now the first book that we have is Arrow the Dark Archer, written by John Barrowman, and by the look of it his wife as well. So yeah, this is continuity to the TV show, I believe. The TV show, season 1 and 2, I enjoyed. Season 3 and 4, no. Season 5 had some good episodes, but everyone hypes it up. It wasn't a good season. It still played into the whole Felicity and Oliver. Still played into he needs a team and that he's a weaker character. I really didn't enjoy it, but like the season finale was pretty great. But yeah, Malcolm Merlyn, or the Dark Archer, I'm interested to see like what this is about. It's written by him himself, so I mean I'll be curious to see like what he's whipped up for his own character. And this collects, I believe, 1 to 12. Yeah, 1 to 12 of the Dark Archer digital chapters. So yeah, I'll give that a go and tell you guys what I think of it in another video. Next up, we have 2 DC Universe Rebirth books. The first one I have is Cyborg Volume 1, The Imitation of Life, by John Shepherd Jr. I mean, I don't know how I feel about the character Cyborg. I picked this up so I want to see if he's a decent character, because I remember reading him in Justice League. He was more of like that side character that was shoehorned in. That's just how I felt about him. But yeah, I'll see what I think of him, see if he's any good. And yeah, so Cyborg Volume 1, The Imitation of Life. Next up, my man Batman. So this is Batman Volume 1, I Am Suicide Squad by Tom King. The first arc I enjoyed, then it went into the Monster Men, didn't really enjoy. I think I've read maybe 2 or 3 issues that are in this. I'm more trying to catch up with this, and I need to catch up with the Flash so that when the Button storyline comes out, I don't know how that will get collected. Hopefully it's more of an event book. But yeah, if it's collected in like you have to buy the Batman and the Flash, I'll be hopefully caught up by Batman by that time. But yeah, Batman Volume 1, I Am Suicide, is where he was making up his own Suicide Squad team to take out Bane, I believe, and then the story arc after this is I Am Bane. I've heard great things about that, so yeah, can't wait to catch up and see how the story has continued. Next up, the next story arc I have is another Tom King book. Now this was a book that when I saw it being collected, I wasn't sure if I'll ever get, but I read the back of this when I was in my local bookstore, and yeah, it involves like the Court of Owls trying to track down the Robins and this new team of Robins, like they've taken up the mantle of Robin. And yeah, so I mean it seems interesting. I mean Robin War, it's a pretty thick book, so hopefully this is good. It's by Tom King, and Tom King I've heard is like really blowing up in the industry. So yeah, I'll be interested to see where it is. This is from 2015 by the title. So by the cover. So yeah, I'll be interested to see where it is. It has the Court of Owls, it has the Robins. I mean, what's not to love? Next up, we have Harley Quinn Volume 4, A Call to Arms by Amanda Connor. I don't have Volume 3, but well. What's a cool thing is on the cover, it has... Where is it? As you can see there, it's fairly blurry, but it's the We Are Robins, and then I have the Robin War just to the side. Will it focus on it? Yeah, you can sort of see it there. It's really small, so the camera's having trouble picking it up. But yeah, so I thought that was cool. And it seems to have her, like, roller skating team, her dog. So just Harley Quinn and her little friend up there. So yeah, I'll be interested to see. Just have to get Volume 3. Like, I've read Volume 1 and 2 of the New 52. I need to pick up Volume 3 and then I can read this. But yeah, I'm become a fan of Harley Quinn, and like I love just her fun antics, and she's a bit of fun. Next up, we have Batman Arkham Knight Genesis. by Peter J. Tomasi, who worked on Superman in the Rebirth Volume 1 and 2, and I really enjoyed them. So I'll be interested to see how this goes. And this is Batman Arkham Knight Genesis. So like a prequel to the video game. Now in this it does reveal who the Arkham Knight is. If you haven't played the game and you're planning to, don't pick this up until after. I know it says it's a prequel, but it does spoil who it is. So yeah, I think then that sort of spoils a big part of the game, like figuring out who he is. But flicking through it, you have people like the Joker, you have the Arkham Knight, you have Deathstroke. But yeah, it does reveal who he is at the end, which is a bit of a spoiler. So it says it's a prequel, I would most say. But yeah, I mean, I think it goes into a bit more of the origin of the Arkham Knight, which I think would be really fun to read through. Just because like I was interested in his character, and you have Batman, Robin, and Deathstroke. So yeah, it looks like a really interesting read, and I can't wait to give this a go. And finally, this book was a book that I kept putting off buying because the art just puts me off reading this book. It's been put to like the last book in my reading like pile, just because the art is just, it just doesn't look good. It just puts me off. Like, probably guess what book I'm talking about, but like, can you honestly say that when you look at the art of this, you're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to read the story? It honestly looks like a child has drawn it. Like, honestly, I just can't. I mean, but yeah, that is Batman The Dark Knight Strikes Again by Frank Mir. Couldn't even get the freaking Batman logo right. Like, oh, I picked this up, and just because like it's a sequel to The Dark Knight Returns, I'm really not sure. Like, I picked this up, but I'm sort of like regretting picking it up. I just hope that the story is good, but it just looks, the art just puts me off. It just looks really bad. But yeah, that is the end of my haul. Tell me down below what you think of the books here, and tell me if you agree. Tell me if you've read Batman The Dark Knight Strikes Again. Did you enjoy the story, and how did you get past looking at the art? Like, I'm even just scared opening it to try and read it, because the art just looks god awful. Like, yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in another haul.